Magny-Cours, or however you're supposed to say that. I wasn't planning on qualifying for this one, just to try and get something where we can get some space and get a clean race to try and bring the zebra car home for the first time without any carnage. But then we're car number one here, so that plan didn't really work out. I guess this is second split, or the fast guys have really not joined. I don't know. I have a hard time believing I would be the top iRating for this split, or not for this split, but for the whole session or whatever, whole time slot. But we are car number one. We're back in a French server, and that time I did not brake a little, or broke a little too late. You can see the latency way up there. Ping is 233, so that's always great. I'm not a big fan of this track. It's not my favorite track. It's kind of got the what? Okay, I'm not turning anymore. This corner right here is the absolute worst corner I've ever seen in my life. I'm no good here, obviously. It's kind of got like the same vibe as Coda to me, where it's just a bunch of really sharp corners and a bunch of chicanes that you're supposed to somehow figure out how to take flat out. And it's really difficult and not really a very interesting or fun track, in my opinion. But I don't know.
Green flag, green flag.
And I missed my braking marker there. That's okay. This one you can take flat out, but you really can't let that traction control kick in, because it will just kill you. Most of the curbs around here you just want to avoid in this car. And this corner sharpens up a lot more, and the car just stops turning, and this is not going to be a good run down the straightaway. I can run like a 2-minute flat. I've not gotten a sub 2-minute lap for my little practice. So hopefully we can survive the first couple laps. That would be my only goal. I wasn't even planning on qualifying. But since I'm car number one, I figured I might as well put a time in. If this is going to be a huge speed difference between the field. For me, anyway. I don't know, there might not be. Maybe I'll start in the back still. Pretty likely to happen, I'm sure. I'm car number one, but I'm almost positive I'm not going to be the fastest person here. Really long lap too, like 2 minutes long, so 15-minute race isn't going to be that many laps. That was terrible. This curb spins me out every time I hit it, even if I'm only going like 30 miles an hour. It's crazy. It's because that stupid traction control kicks in and just locks your wheels down. Nick was talking about that in his race, and it's just a big factor with this car. That corner, or that curb, is also really bad.
One more lap to go.
Alright, I short shifted, which is not good. That's a 2-minute 0.9. That puts me P10, P11. Yeah, not good. But as always, if we can just keep the car clean and keep it on track, we should be able to get a good finish. I wanted to start in the back anyway, but I didn't want to be the number one and purposely start in the back. But if we just qualify back there, then that's a whole different story. But yeah, goal is to keep it on track. We have failed at that goal every time we've been in this car so far. Maybe this time will be different. Who knows? Such a fun car to run. I wish I could stop being so bad at it and bring this zebra car home clean. There is another zebra-looking car here, I noticed, in the practice. Oh my gosh, that corner's terrible. I should probably be in first gear. Such a tight, it's like a tightening radius corner, and it's really bad for me, being a not good road racer. They're in the 158s. Fast guys I saw in the open practice were in the 157s. So we're way far off, of course. But we knew that. Okay, clip that curve a little bit, but we survived. Alright, we gained a lot there at the end.
There's the flag, man. It's
And we
over.
gained one position. We're so bad. We're so bad. But that's fine. Doesn't matter. Especially doesn't matter on the roadside. If I could just finish a race without wrecking in this car, that would be a win for me. If we get 5 spots from people wrecking out ahead of us, then we'd get a good finish. If I get like top 7, I'd be super, super happy with that. Really happy with that. But we're going to be starting way back in P13. It's going to be tough. I still love the way the car looks, though. Or like it, at least. I feel like, because the Diet Dr. Pepper logo is white, I feel like if I made my text white with a black outline, I think that would look better. But I don't know. But, yeah, we're bad. Everybody's done. Was that 8 minutes? Maybe not. Let's see, we got the 1 and 2 car are from America. And then we got Canada, but he's got a high ping too, of course. Mid-South, California, Texas. And everyone else is from Europe or South America, or Central America. And Benelux is Luxembourg, Holland, kind of the Dutch
All right,
region.
man, we're going green.
Obviously, I
Next
should have
time
known that.
We've
I
put
don't
in
know why I
plenty of
didn't.
fuel to finish the race.
All right, man, we got to line up on the left side here. Pit
All right.
road's closed.
Are we doing a full pace lap? That would suck. We're on the front stretch here. Dang it, this track's huge. Why do we gotta do a full pace lap? I missed that part of Nick's video, or forgot it. Man, I wish we could be number like 18 in the top split. Sure, we'd probably be 18th fastest by a mile, but it's gonna hurt a lot less when we wreck. Inevitably, we're not gonna wreck. This is gonna be the race where we actually do good, and good will be very generous with the good qualifier.
It's the 13 car.
Alright. See, the frustrating thing with this car is I was doing so good at Virginia. I was in 3rd, had kept it on track, and then just barely clipped the grass, and then I've basically not recovered since that race. Been terrible. I was doing so good at Virginia. Wish I could have brought that home. That guy up there is weaving through like 8 lanes, scrubbing his tires for no reason. The leader, so he'll probably wreck. We got the 16 behind us and the 4 car. Everybody's just scrubbing their tires for no reason. Will they wreck on the pace lap like they did in Nick's video? And they've done in several of the races here to open up Season 1. It's quite possible. At least we don't have too many cars behind us. The 2 is starting from the pits. It's an interesting strategy. Oh, one guy has wrecked. One guy's in the gravel. I don't know if he was down there on purpose or hit anything, but I don't know why you'd be down there on purpose. This is going to be a mess. This tightening radius corner is just so bad for me. I'm so terrible at it. Whew, can we live? Can we live? Everyone is scrubbing their tires. And it's very dangerous, especially for the guy next to me when our ping is so bad, for him to be doing that, because we could easily just get net coded and wrecked. It's crazy to be in the French server more than once this season. I haven't been in, done a race in there and for a split in several years. But I also don't race much road either, in general. Oh my gosh, this is so scary looking. They're just gonna wreck.
Get ready.
I mean, that's all it comes down to. They're just gonna wreck. They've wrecked.
Alright, man. 8 cars in.
And they're still wrecking, still wrecking. Wow. That was more wrecks than Nick had. On his pace lap. It's gonna be nice and patient. Curious to see what position we are in now. We got the 17 behind us and then a very big gap. Want to be backing off early for this first corner. I don't want to run anybody over.
Or on your right. Stay left. Clear on the right.
So 17's being patient, that's good. 16 is trying to pass the 13, I think. No, 13's trying to pass the 16. We have space. A minor bit of space. Oh, first gear's way better through there. Wow. Should have been doing that earlier. Actually helps turn the car. Just gonna keep backing off while we got this room behind us. And we're very slow through there anyway. Don't hit the curb. Alrighty. We've survived so far. We have this corner coming up, which is probably bad, but hopefully the 17 doesn't run us over. Well, he's wrecked. Careful. We're in 11th. Not terrible. Try and get a good run down the straightaway, get some draft, and try and pull away from the 14 a bit. Probably one of the best starts we've had so far this season in this car. Usually I wreck on the first lap because I'm terrible in traffic. Alright, we got almost 2 seconds behind us now. That's great. Great news. Let's keep opening that gap up. Hopefully get some more free spots, maybe even pass a couple people. Caught the back end of this group, which is good. It also puts us in range of getting in a wreck. Whoops, turned in too early. That's fine.
We got a slow car up ahead.
Okay. Somebody hit the traction control and got lost a bunch of momentum, but didn't actually wreck. The Marlboro car. And they're gonna wreck in front of us. Which way am I going?
You got one on your left.
Alright, we survived. Zebra car's right
All
behind
clear,
us.
all clear.
You guys need to hold each other up for a minute. We're up to 9th. They're 4 wide. Just give me a break so I can pull away because I had to check way up there. Thank you. Oh my. It's alright, we should get a good run. This guy might have damage. Just gonna go to his
You got one
inside.
on your left.
He must have damage or something.
right.
It's going really slow.
All clear, all clear.
Ooh! Looking good. Sort of good. Gotta not make mistakes. And that's a lot to ask from me sometimes. Alright, that was a decent corner. Got half a second to the 13. Big gap to 5th place, but not worried about that. Man, we're gonna spin out if I do that anymore. That's my worst section, I think, for sure. If this guy has nose damage and is slow on the straights, though, we should be able to pull out ahead of him. Just need to not get run over in a corner. Or get a slowdown for cutting. There's a 2-minute .8. Didn't even feel like a very good lap, so hopefully we're picking up some speed. We do have draft though. Smoke up ahead.
Slow car on the right.
He's going to be slow down the straight. We have a terrible exit. That's the 11 car. He was in 2nd place. Not going to be close enough to do anything, I don't think. And I'm sure he's faster than me anyway, so him being in front of us is not a terrible thing. Because he doesn't look like he's got much damage. Alright, getting better at that corner. I need this race to be over. I don't need any more time to make mistakes here. Man, we're so slow through that section. I'm just so conservative through there because I don't want to hit that curb, and it's costing us, but we're still pulling away, so not worried. The 11 might be impatient trying to get around the 16 and might cause an accident. We'll see. Looking like he's going to try and dive it in. Careful over the curbs. Careful over the curbs. Still 0.8 behind us, so not worried. There's a 159.1, good lord. Where was that lap in practice and stuff? Whole second, more than a second and a half faster than my previous personal best. But we did have draft. Car doesn't like to turn in that corner. We got almost a second behind us now. The 11's going for the pass on the 16. We're up to 8th, nearly where I said I would be happy finishing. So far, so good. Kind of overdrove that though. Now these guys hopefully won't hold me up too much. The 11 got around the 16 cleanly. Just trying to be conservative and not wreck. Tossing the weight of the car around. Got a big run here.
On your right.
This is a terrible place to try and pass. He's not giving any room, so that's nice. And he's wrecking me.
Stay left. All clear, all clear.
Alright, just gonna turn into me down the straightaway, is nice. I understand that not a passing zone there, but I mean, come on, I was there. But we made it work. I'm not a road racer, I don't know the road etiquette or anything or whatever. But I feel like if somebody's next to you down a straightaway, you don't turn into them, even if the passing zone is somewhat questionable. But we survived. Okay, nice and smooth. We pulled away by a second. Maybe he'll race with the 13 for a bit. He's got a pretty good gap on the 13 though. We're up to 7th. Exciting. Exciting stuff. Though we did lose a bunch of time right there. That's okay. That's a slowdown if you cut that too much. Okay, 0.8 behind us. And then 1.8 to the 13. Just need to not worry about trying to stay ahead of this guy or anything like that.
We have a car stopped on the right.
Another wreck. That time I didn't
Slow car on the right.
shift down into 3rd, and it seemed to have helped a bit. Looks like 5th place is wrecked, the 10 car. But he's way up ahead of us still. He got back going quickly. They got such a big lead. They can recover pretty fast. Had a big lag spike there that kind of threw me off. But we're fine. Not my best run out of this corner, but it's okay. It's actually, we're gaining time, so never mind, it is pretty good. Now still a sub 2 minute, so we really picked up speed here in the race. That's always how it goes for me. I get faster in the race, but a lot of times I don't get a chance with this car because I've been wrecked, or wrecked myself. They're racing hard behind us, which is good, but we've got a pretty good lead. I would like it to be bigger, but we're not getting greedy here. Trying not to anyway. That was terrible. Way out into the blue stuff. It's the first time I'd been that far out, and I didn't know how to enter the next corner, but worked out okay. We just need to do what we know for there, because we just lost a bunch of time trying a new thing. Ooh, it's already white flag. Excellent news. Excellent news. This guy is within draft range. So we did lose some time. Alright, let's try and get a couple good corners in a row here and widen this gap up to make it difficult for him to get here in time. Or I'll just completely miss the corner.
Got one on your right.
Gosh dang it.
Still there? Hold your line.
That's not what I needed.
Right.
Dummy, dummy. At least we're much better than him through that sector, or that little, the chicane area, and then that radius corner. But we're worse through this part coming up, so that's not good. Much worse through that part.
Car on your right. Still there.
He's gonna run us off the road, and we're gonna lose 2 positions.
Still there. All clear, all clear. Got one on your left. Still there? Hold your line. Clear on the left.
Okay, we got the position back. He's just gonna slam us until whatever.
There's the flag. It's over.
Whew. Finished
There you
8th.
go,
That's not terrible.
Good job, driver.
13 was faster than us through most of that. I mean, the 14 just kept trying to slam into us. He eventually wrecked himself, so good for him, I guess. Whew, that was tough. Tough race. We come away with 8th. I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that. Glad we didn't get spun there at the end. Now we got to take a look at all the wrecks on the pace lap. So then it's the people scrubbing their freaking tires. It's the freaking leader who's taking up the whole track doing it, and he's trying to pull up side by side and then massive netcode. So great job to the leader. I knew that was going to freaking happen. And then here, just turns in, nearly flips over on the Castrol car. And then he's trying to get a run, bounces the curb, slams into the Marlboro car, and thankfully he pays for it and not the Marlboro car. The Marlboro car had nowhere to go. This is the leader, I believe, who was doing the weird thing on the pace lap. He gets slammed into by the 10. 10 is the one he sent into the gravel, and this is the 17 behind us. He just spins out. Nobody hits him. This guy turns in across the nose of the 13, and then it's parked there, and I sneak by, trying to get by as they're all stacked up. The other zebra car here just turns in like the white car wasn't there, and that kills a bunch of drivers there. Gets us some extra space. This is the race for the lead. The 11 trying to get underneath that guy and then spins from second place. That's really unfortunate for him there. And this guy really missing the corner and slamming into the 2, and then the 2 turns back to the left to try and wreck him, and then they wreck behind him. Kool-Aid comes in and slams the 9 car. And then here I'm on the left side of this guy, and then he just turns into me. And then we have to be conservative through here because it's not a place you want to go too wide. I was pretty overzealous putting the car there in the first place, but still. Kool-Aid running into another guy. This part was spinning me out a lot in practice, this tightening radius corner. That's why I kept having to, I kept trying to do throttle and brake at the same time to keep the car stable, and it worked out okay. So this is a massive dive bomb and bounces it off the curb. That one guy keeps the lead. And then this guy's defending, and the other zebra car's coming in and just slamming into the back of him. And this is when I got to the inside of the 14, and he hits me there, and then I'm here, and then he hits me again, and then keeps hitting me, and finally he just spins, thankfully. Let's watch us give up that spot. We should have finished 7th, but I just blew it. But, I mean, I'm happy, very happy with 8th. And in this part, he was beating me the whole time, and I was trying to just sit in the middle of the track to kind of make it difficult for him to figure out what line, and then I'm coming out here, and he pushes us out wide. Wish this guy hadn't have been here. I kind of turned into him. I thought he was going to follow that guy. It's kind of net code. We survived that. I was hoping they'd come together here in this right-hander and give us back 7th, but I figured this guy would still fight on the outside of the 13, so we could just sneak to his inside. We never made contact. He just cuts under it and just slams us, and then slams us again, and then slams us again. But yeah, best finish so far. We barely finished top half of the field, and I will take it. A very nice change of pace for the zebra car. Almost a 0x race until the very end. I mean, that's probably the best we could have done there. I'm very happy with that. We should have been able to hold on to 7th, but you know, I'll take 8th. We didn't spin out and give up all our position like is likely to happen. But yeah, wasn't too bad.